my online class. This is a financial accounting class, and today we are going to be doing justice on a topic called trial balance. Trial balance. So trial balance is also one of the most important topic in financial accounting that you must be able to understand. Now, looking at this now, I'm going to give you two definitions on trial balance. And one of them is what you see on the board, which says it is a list of a company's accounts, which include all these parameters: assets, liabilities, equity, revenue, expenses, with their debit and credit total. So what they are saying is that all these parameters that we have just mentioned, we have to group them. Yeah, we are going to group some at the debit side, we are going to group some at the credit side. Having known that, another definition I can give you, trial balance is a list of balances extracted from the ledger to prove the arithmetic accuracy of double entry. So one of the importance of a trial balance, we are using all those balances to prove the accuracy of double entry, to ensure that the double entry system we are trying to do is correct. Now, looking at this, before we now press further, ensure you like, subscribe, and also you turn on the notification button. Let's move on. Now, let's look at this question together. Let's start from, we have, let's assume we have some question offered here. Let's say we have capital. Before we move on, there is a particular formula that we normally use to identify which of the parameters, which of these asset, liability, equity, or what, and which one will be at the debit side and which one will be at the credit side. So with that formula, we call it DAPC. That's what we call it, DAPC. So what this D represents is, we say debit expenses. That means we always debit expenses, asset purchases, and also we always credit income, liability, sales, and capital. So having known this offhand, you have to write it down somewhere. Having known this offhand, there's no question, there's no item given to us that won't be able to identify which aspects we are going to put it. Now let's look at this capital. Now, capital is an amount of money that we use to start a business. Capital is an amount. We can group capital as an investment. So that is going to be at the credit side. You put your capital at the credit side. Then, assuming we have sales too, your sales, is when you sell out goods now, the returns you see on your sales on those goods that you sell out, that's your sales. So sales also will be at the credit side. Maybe we have something like let's say return inward, the goods that your customer return to you, to your company, that's return inward, the goods returned by your customer. So that one will be at the debit side. Return inward will be at the debit side. Return outward too. Return outward will be at the credit side. You have the goods that you return to your supplier. Those goods that you return to your supplier, that's your return outward. So that is going to be at the credit side. So let's assume we have what we call account payable. Let's say we have account payable. Some students, they don't know the meaning of account payable. So where are we going to post? If you see account payable in your question, where are you going to post it? Your account payable is just like, we can call it, there are those expenses we are here to pay for. No, the expenses, maybe let's say that you want to buy a particular thing, or you subscribe for a particular thing and you are yet to pay for it. Let's use NEPA bill as an example. NEPA bill, they will bring there will be a particular bill for you that you are yet to pay. They can say that, okay, you have used 30,000 worth of electricity, so they will bring the bill for you, and that 30,000 naira that they have brought for you to pay, so that 30,000, we can call it account payable. So there are those expenses that are yet to be paid. We have already consumed them, but we are yet to pay them. That's account payable. So account payable, we can call it a liability. And anything liability, according to that formula that I say, remember that I say DAPC. So according to our formula, so that shows that we are going to credit account payable. Account payable. There's what we call account receivable too. Account receivable. Account receivable. Account receivable. Account receivable is more or less like a debtor. Account receivable means that those, you have already, there are those people who in your company. They have bought one or two things from you. They are yet to pay. They are yet to pay you, but you see them as, they are those, they are receivable in the sense that they are still going to pay you that money, because they are the one owing you. So you see it as a debtor. That's why I said that it's more or less saying that a debtor. So now, account receivable will always is an asset under the balance sheet. It's a current asset. So current asset, we put it at the debit side. Anything, that's why we say you debit assets. We debit asset because account receivable is an asset. Now another one, let's say we have something like rent. You have rent, insurance, and what have you. Let's say carriage inward. So all what I've written here, they are all expenses. Rent, your insurance, your carriage inward, they are all expenses. So anything expenses, we debit it. So that's why we say debit expenses. But the most important thing is that by the time you are doing your summation, you are adding the two sides must be balanced. That's why we call it trial balance. So when you add the debit side and the other debit side, the two sides must be the same figure. So if the two sides are not the same, that means you are doing your incorrect things. It's not correct. So the two sides must be balanced. That's the essence of saying try balance. That is, the two sides must be balanced. Now, having known that, ensure you like, you subscribe. So when you like, that means that we can ensure that many people, they are following us. So now you ensure that you turn the notification button so that you can, anytime we post anything on the platform, on the YouTube, you can also be carried along. So thank you.